Yeah, over the past year, I've been thinking about what type of content I want to make. I'm lucky enough to know what it is that I want to do, but it's just how do you get there? And there's a lot of overthinking that I think most people are prone to. I definitely am. It sort of just spirals you the longer you do it into inaction. It's kind of why I'm making this video. I was thinking about what to make for so long that I've realised I was just making nothing. And when I was making stuff, there's some videos that I look back on now and I actually really enjoyed making them, or I just thought they were good, but they were also amongst videos that I didn't like. But I guess at that age I could sort of hide behind my age because I was super young. I still am super young, but the idea of just making something shit sits worse with you the older you get, I guess, or at least that's how it feels right now. For the last year I've been in this situation of not knowing where to place my energy because I'm trying to get to a certain place, which I know what that is, artist / producer. But number one, you have to be good enough. I spend a lot of time just getting good. I feel like that's really important. Like, you can market yourself as much as you want, but do you have any value for other people? Because until you got that value, it's going to be very hard to make people care about you, or your work, whatever it is. Because I care about it a lot. I've been thinking about the type of thing I want to do. I've tried some stuff, filmed loads, but I've just not been happy with or seen like the vision for the kind of content, the kind of videos, the way I want to represent myself. I've just not seen it. I guess what I'm trying to say is I've been looking at a lot of other people. It's very easy to, the longer you just sit back and just analyse, you can just keep doing that. You keep watching other videos and you get into that whole thing of like, oh, maybe I should take that from him and that from this person. Maybe I could do it like that. But at the end of the day, you're not them. That's kind of the point of this video. The people you watch, you aren't them. But more importantly, for you, they aren't you either. You have things that other people don't have. Even people who are currently succeeding at what they're doing, they don't have a lot of the skills that you do have. It makes sense to plan, obviously, to an extent. Think about what you're going to do before you do it, obviously. But don't fucking... That could be like a day or a week, and then just do it. Because you'll learn so much more from failing it. Or you might even get it right first time if you're a lucky bloke. If you're a lucky boy. Yeah, not me, mate. Like, even with music, like with everything, you got to be shit first. You can't just be good straight out the gate. I can try as hard as I like to replicate someone else's vibe or style of content, but it will never be as good as theirs. And I'll always feel like I'm falling short of something. But if I'm being consistent with making this kind of video, whatever it is, I'll learn what works for me, and then eventually I'll get good at something, and it's like a cycle. Then someone else looks at me and goes, fucking hell, I could maybe give that a try, and they start analysing you, and then it's this whole repeated thing, I guess. So, because by the time you get good, actually good, you won't look a thing like someone else. You might be comparable, but you will be a different individual, because nobody wants a carbon copy of someone else. So you spending a bunch of time, by you I mean me as well, is you spending a bunch of time looking at other people's stuff and seeing exactly how they did it, so maybe that you can just copy them thing for thing. It's never going to work, mate. It's never going to fucking work. If you're wondering where I am, it's the most beautiful place ever. It isn't my house. I wish it was. I'm away for like two or 3 days with my family, and it's fucking gorgeous. I'll say that right now. Other people can be great for guidance, right? When you're sat there at the crossroads looking at all the different paths you could go down. I feel it, mate. I feel it. That's kind of where I am right now. It's like, what do I do? You don't want to just run down the road and get it all wrong, especially when you're old, like getting older, because it's fucking embarrassing to just fuck it up. But you have to do that. You have to do that. I think that's it. It's less of finding a path and more of making one, because you're you and no one else is you. So it's just one step after the other. It's not this whole thing. You can never plan the whole thing out. You can try, but it won't work. It's funny, isn't it? I find this kind of style of video uncomfortable, especially when I know someone might hear me, but I'm literally in the middle of nowhere in fucking Cornwall, and I still feel semi-uncomfortable making a video like this. But that'll go. Just being real with you. You'll never be them, and they'll never be you. That's it. Therefore, stop trying to pick a path that's already been laid out. Find your own one. Don't even find it, make it. Fucking just start going. Start going. That's why I'm making this video. That is what this video is for me. It might not even be a good video. It's not that I don't care, but it's that I have to make something. And you gotta stay consistent.